Hello guys, I'm Craft Tron, and today uh, I'm going to do something, and that's Q&A. So the first one is going to be a question because it's Q&A. Uh, the first question is, please tell about yourself. I'm Rif Cafetron. I'm 14 years old, and my hobby is reading books, and then playing games and traveling. So uh, playing games. My main platform is PS4, and my and my ID. I'm gonna put in the description below in case you want to add me. And my most played games is Apex Legends and The Division 2. You can also check my ID below in the description in case you want to add me. Then, how was your IT skill for coming to IDN? So my IT skill for coming to IDN is nothing much, and it's just basics. I only learned Microsoft Office and Microsoft Excel, and that's it. That's nothing else. That's it. If there's something else, probably the features of uh, 2009 computer, and it's really outdated right now, which is outdated by 12 years. So yeah, that's what I learned before coming to IDN. What is your ability in learning in IDN? So my ability in learning is only I'm gonna show a percentage for each lesson. My IT skills probably 60%. My Dinia and English is at probably at 90% because my English is not that perfect, and I want to perfect those. I want to perfect my English so that I can speak more fluently and clearly than as of now. So I'm going to improve my T, my Dinya, and my English. And then, what kind of game have you created? So, the game that I've created is kind of game that I've created is this one right here. It's a cat that wants to eat tacos, and also avoiding dragons. It's an obstacle course. If you cannot, and sometimes it also shows randomly, and sometimes the taco is just very close to the dragon, and if, like I already said before, if touch dragon, you die. So best keep those and earning these tacos. Then what kind of game have you created? So I've created, and second one is this racing game, and the more you tap this one, it's gonna be more you tap this one, it's gonna be faster. Then what kind of web have you created? So I've created around 20 webs, and this one is my class web, and then this one is my uh, school web, and I'm just gonna show that. Then what kind of designs have you created? So this one right here is it's Marvel Universe info. Since Marvel has of a lot of universe, so I'm going to try and uh, make it simple for all of you guys that wanted to learn about Marvel. Because the connections between Dimensions and Marvel Universe is very diverse, but somehow connected. And this one right here is a software. It's a no an ad design, uh, so that it's an advertisement design so that everyone can download this app to link that can protect their hardware with the software. Then what kind of app we created? So this one right this one right here is learning tajwid, and uh, also learning tajwid, and which is how to pronounce things, how to pronounce things in Arab. Like there's also a lot of it, such as idgham biguna, idgham bilaguna, iqlab, is hard hot, and many others. So I'm creating the app so that people can learn easily through the app. Then this one is Zikr Pagi Petang, and this one is about uh, morning and evening prayers, so that it can also remind you on the time of morning and time of evening, so that uh, you will be protected from shaitan that uh, always disturbs you in your daily life. And then, do you ever become a trainer? Where I've become a trainer for 1 to 3. I've been training at IDN, and the other one I've already sorry, trained at SIT Ibnu Abbas in Cikarang with my friends. And then, how much money do you get from project? I don't earn any money from project, or uh, where do I train, or the place that I've trained them. Haven't earned money from it yet, and it's actually pretty disappointing. But I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not that good at teaching yet, so I'm just gonna practice more. What is your opinion about IDN? So IDN is a good school, and I'm not joking about that. Uh, IDN is a good school, and like other schools, it has its ups and downs. So the ups in IDN is uh, the ups in IDN is it learns IT, which is not that many school has it, and then there's English and Dinya too, which is very unique for a school and it's also a boarding school, and it's a boarding system, so your students live, not just study, but live there. So their daily life will be controlled, and sure, they have some freedom, but uh, there are rules that need to be there are rules, and you need to obey it. What is the most interesting experience during IDN? Mostly around the expo part, because IDN always because IDN usually takes us to expos, even though it's not uh, that public. I mean, there are expos force the students to that makes the students learn about technologies, and they usually take us to tech expos, such as the BB Fest and something like that. Please give some tips or advice to your juniors. So, sorry, this one, it's probably a bit confusing for me. I'm not a person that is good at giving tips or advices, and uh, so this is the best tips or advice that I can probably give. So the first one is obey the rules, and the second one is don't be pressured by don't be pressured by deadlines, and third is don't get mad while being bullied. And it happened to me a lot of times, and it's very common in school, especially boarding school, to have bullies around, and it's inevitable. You just can't escape it, because they're bullies. They will try to bully you, try to humiliate you at the most extreme part. But just don't think about them, think about school, and you're gonna beat them at the grades. And if they ask about, can you help me with this, can me help me with this, I promise not to bully you again. No, that's a lie. Just refuse it. And if you afraid of getting, punched or kicked, or yes, more bullies, more bullied, don't be afraid of that. uh, if you can, try to trap them and they're screwed. That's it. So for the people who, for my juniors, that is very, you know weak, sorry to say this, but weak. Don't 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 ever report bullies to your parents. Your parents will, I will say this again, your parents will suffer because you reported what they did to you. It makes your parents cannot focus on work and make their work harder. So if you want to help your parents, please do not report them to your parents. Report them to the teachers at your school, and do not report it to your parents. Get me? Because if you report it to your parents, like I already said before, your parents will become unfocused at work and only thinks about you. And uh, the worst scenario that is that they'll get fired from their job, and also uh, probably gonna get to your school and then just yell at the person who bullied you. Don't report it to your parents. Report it to your teacher so that it can be done peacefully. You get me? Don't report it to your parents. Okay? Because I've seen this at the juniors a lot of times, and uh, you're glad that it's online, because if it's offline or it's in the school right now, it's gonna be really hard. Why? Because not just one person. If you report someone that bullied you to your parents, and your parents came into the school and mad, yelling at the person, you, the person, it's not just that person who bullied you that got, let's say, advices or some halts from teachers. It's us, the whole people. It's usually the junior high school at seventh grade did this, but seventh and eighth grade did this. But seriously, right now, don't do it, please, please. I'm begging you, do not do it, because if it's offline and if the corona is gone, if the coronavirus is gone, and the coronavirus is gone, and you get into school in an offline learning, which is face to face, the teachers directly, not through laptop cameras, it's gonna be hard, because they're usually gonna get into the mosque after usually a mosque. Oh, sorry. After praying, it's usually gonna make things a lot longer. Praying at the end is because it's Jama'ah. Of course, it's long, but you're gonna make it take longer if you report it to your parents, because they will get into the mosque, have an announcement, and you can't leave during that time. And I was just gonna say that do not report it to your parents, like me also. Get me? Understand? Good. And then please give some tips to the new participants who want to get your idea. So, you need to watch both three things in IDN, and that's the first one. It's you're gonna learn three things, and that's IT, IDN, and English. And second, it's a boarding school, so do not expect that your parents will come and get to you every day. And then third one is that uh, it's in the middle of nowhere, so it's somehow sometimes it's hard to get to everywhere, but you're gonna get used to it. Then, where do you want to continue your study? I want to continue my study at TJS in Galaxy Bekasi as TKG, the TKG. And then why? Well, I wanted to become a TKG because my friend is also a TKG. My friend's aunt is a TKG, and probably gonna have something to do with it because my friend also has a sickness that he needs to uh, go to hospital every week to cleanse his blood, and uh, I feel sorry for him too. So he can't go to dorm or boarding schools because of that. Then what is your future? My future is probably become an IT technician or consultant, and probably gonna have big shot at huge companies. Then what should you do to achieve your future? So learn hard and work hard. That's it. That's the thing that you need to achieve your every future. And then anyone for IDN, describe marketing in one word. That's probably awesome. Okay, awesome. Because describing in one word, and that's awesome. Okay, slides is gone. It's out of slides. Thank you very much to watching this video. Uh, also apologize if I say something that's you know bad, or maybe I'm just tune up my voice a little. Sorry about that. Uh, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.